Hey everyone. So I did a video on TikTok the other day and it was illuminating to a lot of people and confusing to others. And it was about the cost basis and the importance of editing your cost basis. But what is a cost basis and who cares? And why do you need to learn how to edit it? I'm going to tell you why it's important. So first, let's give you an example. Let's say you have a position in a company at $10 a share. You have 100 shares and it drops. It goes down to $3 a share and you purchase another 100 shares. You now have 200 shares at an average of $6.50 a share, which is great. And that's what your portfolio is going to show. Your positions page will show that you have 200 shares at an average price of $6.50. But you have those two individual positions, and you can see that by clicking on your unrealized gains right here. Now you would go to your account, you would click on cost basis, and it would take you to the realized gains page, which shows you how much you've made on the year. If you click on unrealized gains, it'll show you the breakdown for every position that you have. So in that stock in particular, you would see a little tab and you'd click on it and it would say you have 100 at 10 and you have 100 at 3. And those are your two positions. Now let's say that that stock starts to move higher. Let's say it goes to 20 and you sell the whole 200 share position. Your average purchase price was $6.50. You sell it at 20, all is over and everything is great. But what if that stock starts to move up slowly and you want to sell your position at $3 a share? It's now 7. You have a $400 profit. So you go on your software, Ameritrade, and your Thinkorswim app or wherever, and you say, sell 100 shares. Boom, order goes through. And you're sitting there thinking, hey, you just made 400 bucks. Now you still have your position at 10 with a loss of 300 over there. But your software doesn't know what you want to sell. Your brokerage doesn't know what you want to sell and what you want to keep. They go by something that you can see right here called first in, first out. Well, your first in was at 10. So when you make a sale, that's the first one that goes, which means you've just accidentally sold your $10 position. Even though in your mind you're thinking, I bought at 3, I sold at 7, I made money. No, not so fast. You have to come here and edit it to specify after you've made the sale which block of shares you want to sell. You have your block of 100 at 3, you have your block of 100 at 10. Which one do you want to sell? Well, if you're a stock trader of any kind, or you're doing this as a side hustle where you're taking the money to pay your bills, you want to sell the position you bought at 3. You don't want a loss. You want the profit. You need that money. So you have to come here. And what you're going to see these little tabs. Now, if you only have 100 shares in a company and you sell it, you don't have to edit your cost basis because first in, first out is fine, right? You bought it at 10, it went up to 15, you sold, everything's good. But if you have multiple positions, it's super critical that you come here to your cost basis, unsettled, closed positions, and edit it. And the way you do it is by clicking on this tab. Now, I've already done it, so it's showing by ID. But for the sake of this video, let's say it said first in, first out. I want to change that. So I would click on this little arrow and I would hit assign to a specific purchase. Now it's going to take you to this page where it's going to show you all the positions you have. And as you can see, per our example of having some at a higher price and some at a lower price, I don't want first in, first out because first in, first out means I would be selling this position here at 86 cents, even though I sold my 66-cent position at 72 cents last week. So why would I want first in, first out? That means I'd be taking a loss on this position, but I need this money to pay my bills, pay my condo fees, order sushi, whatever I want to do. This is where my money comes from. It comes from my trades. I don't want to take a loss. I want to take a profit. So I have to come here and I have to edit my cost basis, and you'll see all of my positions right here. And it gives you the option. Which one would you like to designate your sale to? Well, I purchased at 66 cents this position of 2,000 shares, and I sold at 72 cents. So that's what I'd like to assign. So I come over here, and it would say 0, and I come over here and I type in 2,000, and I hit submit, and we're good. I've assigned by identification which block of shares I want to sell. So in your case, instead of seeing all of this, you would see 100 at 10 and 100 at 3. And your choice is which one would you like to assign? Obviously, you're here to take the profit. Now, you could sell both positions, right? You could sell all 200 shares at 7 And your overall net gain would be $100, right? Because you had a $400 profit from the block at 3 and a $300 loss from the block at 10. And if you sold both, maybe you think, you know what? I'm nervous. I want most of my money back. I've tied up all this money, $1,000 at 10, $300 at 3. I want my money back. I'm nervous. I've had quite a run. It's gone from 3 to 7. I don't think it'll go much higher. I just want my money back. I will take a $100 profit and be happy. You can do that as well. In that case, you would just sell the 200 shares. But in this scenario, you're selling 100. And you have to assign which block of shares you want it to be. So that's how you edit the cost basis. I think we got it all covered. If you have any follow-up questions, leave it below. If you thought this video was helpful, please hit the subscribe, please hit the bell. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.